Good evening, friends and students. Myself, Dr. Ravikant Pathak. I'm going to start your video lecture class. In the last video lecture, we have talked about the structural organization in animals, and that chapter finished. And now I will start new chapter and the human physiology unit 11th standard. The name of chapter is the digestion and absorption. So in this chapter, we will talk about the different types of the digestion like extracellular digestion, intracellular digestion, and alimentary canal, digestive glands, absorption, transport, and they are related. So it means you can say digestive system related disorders. Okay. So we will talk about these things in this chapter. So now we are going to start first of all, that means steps of the nutrition. So it have given the steps of nutrition. You know very well. So before the steps of nutrition, I am going to discuss. So the name of the chapter I have given the digestive system and absorption. So what is the definition of the digestion? So if you, what you can say definition of the digestion? The process of conversion of complex food substance into absorbable, simple absorbable form is called digestion. You know very well digestion is a catabolic process. So in the case of digestion, the process of conversion of complex food substances into simple absorbable form is known as the digestion. And the digestion involves digestion is two different types. That means you can say extracellular as well as intracellular. Clear? Digestion definition clear. So now we are going to discuss the types of the digestion. So I had already told two different types of the digestion. One is called the extracellular. Why we are saying extracellular? Because it will take place outside the cell. So this is called the extracellular digestion. And another is the intracellular digestion. Intracellular digestion means inside the cell, where it will take place inside the cell. And this is generally takes place mostly in the unicellular animal. If you'll check the difference, first is the extracellular means outside the cell, intracellular inside the cell. Second was is difference is the in case of the extracellular, it generally takes place in the multicellular animals like human beings and some higher animals. Okay, and in case of the intracellular, it is takes place in the sponges and unicellular animal. Basically sponges and unicellular animal, they generally perform the intracellular digestion. And if you'll see in case of the these are considered as a difference between intracellular digestion as well as extracellular digestion. So now we are going to discuss first of all they have given the first topic, that is the this is not I have given the topic, this is the flow chart I have self prepared to for your understand. So I think you can understand, you can gain sharply. So due to this I have prepared this flow chart, and this flow chart explaining total digestive system. So total digestive system in your alimentary canal. So you will see the alimentary canal structure. So it represents, and first figure representing the steps of nutrition. So you know steps of nutrition, so it have the 5 different steps. So steps of nutrition, it have the 5 different steps. So first steps is called ingestion, second is the digestion, third one is the absorption, fourth is the assimilation, and fifth is the egestion. So 5 different steps found. So this represent in the first figure. Second figure represents the alimentary canal. Alimentary canal, you know, they have started from mouth, then buccal cavity, then pharynx, then esophagus, cardiac stomach, pyloric stomach, then duodenum, small intestine, large intestine, rectum, anus. So we will discuss detail, but you should why I am going too fast, because this is the frame. This is your concept. This is your frame. So due to this, I am trying to go a little bit fast, but you should understand. So here steps of nutrition it have given. So it's showing the different process where it happened. So you can see. First of all, mouth, you know very well, we have the mouth, and in the mouth ingestion means intake of the food inside the mouth, that is called ingestion. So here it's showing. And food, I am saying food. So food, you know, food have the different component. Basically 4 to 5 component considered as a food. So protein, carbohydrate, fat, mineral, water, and vitamins. Protein, carbohydrate, fat, mineral, water, and vitamins. These are considered as a components of the food. So here it have been mouth ingestion, and how after the when you ingest the food after ingestion. So some food mechanical means with the help of teeth. This is granted by the with the help of teeth. And chemical digestion. Why we are saying chemical digestion? Because you know very well in the mouth they have the three pairs of the salivary gland. Three pairs of the salivary gland, they secrete the saliva, and saliva contain lysozyme, salivary amylase. Salivary amylase also known as the ptyalin enzyme, and this involves in the digestion of polysaccharide molecules. Polysaccharide means that is the carbohydrate molecules, and it will converted into the disaccharides. Polysaccharide molecules means starch or anything. So carbohydrate molecules, it will converted into the disaccharides. Okay, so this explaining. After then second it have been the oesophagus. Oesophagus also known as the food pipe, and this oesophagus length considered at 30 centimeter. Here you can see. So oesophagus food pipe, and you know very well this oesophagus, they are provided with the some special types of the muscle which is known as the smooth muscle, and these involves in the peristaltic movement. By the peristaltic movement, generally food pass from mouth into the stomach, means downward movement of the food generally performed by the peristaltic movement of the oesophagus. Okay. Next one is the stomach. Stomach, you know very well, in stomach only protein digestion takes place. Sometimes little bit enzyme one lipase also secrete, which involves in the digestion of lipid molecule. Little bit quantity secreted in the stomach, but mostly protein digestion takes place in the stomach. So here you can say stomach also mechanical digestion and chemical digestion also takes place. Chemical digestion, so they have the number of enzymes like pepsin, renin, and chymotrypsin. So these enzymes involves in the digestion of food particles. Okay. So digestion we already told. So five different steps found in the steps of nutrition: ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation, and egestion. So here absorption completed. Digestion completed. Now we will discuss here the absorption. So small intestine, you know, intestine is the responsible for complete digestion. Complete digestion where takes place in the duodenum. Small intestine, they have the different three regions. So duodenum, jejunum, and ileum. So duodenum, they have the complete digestion takes place, because you know very well. So there is the hepatopancreatic duct. Hepatopancreatic means liver as well as pancreas, both secretes their substance inside the duodenum, and duodenum is the complete digestion takes place. Why we are saying complete digestion? Because there is the every substance, means protein, carbohydrate, fat, everything digested is there. But if you see in case of the mouth, only carbohydrate digest. In case of the stomach, only protein digest. But in case of the small intestine, every substances will digest. Okay. After digestion, absorption performed by the large intestine. And here, so you can say here little bit also absorption takes place. In case of the small intestine, also absorption takes place. But in case of the large intestine, no digestion. Large intestine have no role play in the digestion. Okay, only it involves in the absorption of water, and they also have the some symbionts microbiome like E. coli, and these E. coli secretes the vitamin B complexes like B1, B2, B3, B5, B6, B7, B9, B12, and B17. So they have the given different name like thiamine, riboflavin, niacin, pantothenic acid, then pyridoxine, biocytin, folic acid, cyanocobalamin, and laterite. Okay, lateric acid. So these are considered as different types of the B complexes secreted by the E. coli bacteria, which is found in the large intestine of the human. And you know very well one thing also important: E. coli also considered as a pollution indicator, because E. coli is generally present in the fecal matter. If your water indicated, means this water is contaminated with the fecal matter. So with the help of E. coli, you can easily clarify it. So whether your water is the polluted or not polluted. Okay. Next is the assimilation. Assimilation means conversion of the this absorbed substances, conversion into the conversion of this absorbed substances into the blood is called assimilation. After assimilation, so here one phenomenon takes place. This is known as the egestion. Egestion means removal of the waste. That means removal of the fecal matter or waste products outside the body, which is known as the egestion. So removal of the fecal matter outside the body is known as egestion. So these are the different steps of the nutrition, which generally represents by the this flow diagram, and I think you are also understanding very simply. Next, if you'll see the alimentary canal, I had already told what we will discuss. So we will discuss alimentary canal and digestive gland. So here you can see alimentary canal from it from where it starts. So you can see first of all food. Food I had already told it have how many components? 4 to 5 components. Food, protein, carbohydrate, fat, minerals, vitamins, nutrients, vitamins, minerals, and water. Okay, and here then mouth, then buccal cavity also known as the oral cavity, and these oral cavity they have that if you see, so oral cavity or buccal cavity, mouth they are provided with the teeth and tongues. Okay, and here after that pharynx, that means it is the considered as a common passage of both. This is considered as a junction, so junction of both air passes as well as food passes. So pharynx considered as a junction for both air passage as well as food passage. If you'll check the length of pharynx, so pharynx is the 10 centimeter in the length. Then esophagus length is the 30 centimeter. Esophagus also known as the food pipe. Then cardiac stomach. If you'll see the stomach is the J-shaped bag-like structure. Stomach is the J-shaped bag-like structure. It have divided into 3 different regions. First is called the cardiac, second is the fundus, and third is the pyloric. So here you can say esophagus, cardiac first one, then fundus stomach, then pyloric stomach. So these 3 different regions found in the stomach. After stomach, food will pass into the small intestine. So small intestine have the 3 different regions: duodenum, jejunum, ileum, and name have given the small intestine, but length is the much in compared to large intestine. Here you can see their length is the 6 meter and large intestine length only the 1.5 meter. So small intestine they also divided into 3 different region: duodenum, jejunum, and ileum. So if we'll check the some are highly coiled, some are less coiled, but length increases. Okay, so we will discuss in the later. We will discuss later. Next one, if you can see, so here what it have given, large intestine. So length of large intestine is 1.5 meter. And large intestine they have the cecum, appendix, then colon also divided into different region like ascending colon, transverse colon, and descending colon, sigmoid colon, then rectum, and then anus. So here rectum and anus. In this way, you can say these are considered as a alimentary canal part, and ultimately through the anus, food generally is not food, so waste products, fecal matter passed outside the body. And you know, in the duodenum, I had already told hepatopancreatic ducts means from the pancreas as well as bile. So both generally secretes their digestive juice. So they secretes their digestive juice in the duodenum, and the duodenum have the complete digestion takes place. Okay, so these things have given about the digestion flow chart, and I'm understanding. So everyone you are easily can understand. You can easily understand. So with the help of this flow chart. So next, what I have given, the human digestive system. So human digestive system it consists 2 components. First one is the alimentary canal. First one is the alimentary canal, and another one is the associated glands. Associated glands means like pancreas, bile, and gastric glands.